Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we will be doing a guide on Metal Knight. So, first of all, Metal Knight is a pretty solid character. Let's go over his SSR exclusive quality. It is Crisis Detonation. He shares the same SSR quality as a Mime Mask over here, and what this means is that he will get a 70% damage when bonus negative crit is hit. So he is a crit damage character, and when I mean damage, I mean damage. Basically, he gets a huge damage bonus if he gets negative crit. So ideally, you want to have his crit rate as low as possible. You want to be hitting blues every single time you can. Also, I don't know why in this preview here he's hitting positive crit. I have no clue why he's doing that. But yeah. So let's get right into it. First of all, Metal Knight is, he's alright. He's got his M1. His M1 does one missile for 27% attack, which is pretty low, but considering he launches a ton of missiles, he will do an insane amount of damage. So if you select and hold mouse button and release, you will shoot a bunch of missiles. All of your missiles, and then you have to reload again by this bar coming up, and then you click on it, and then it will reload. Now we have, I guess we could go over his core mechanism. Basically, he has annihilation mode, so it's a mode. And then basically all the hits it takes accumulate to a number, and then after that number's done, you click R again, and then the amount of number your damage is, the more damage your orbital strike does. So, for skills Q, this can be used anytime. So if you're getting knocked, you can use it. If you're attacking, you can use it. If you're dashing, you can use it. It's very, very good. And this is why Metal Knight is one of the most skilled characters in the game, is because you can multitask with this one move here, and you have your timing for your M1. You have to time it right to actually reload. So, it will deal a lot of damage, 480%, and you can use it again. There's one charge here, reloads for 9 seconds, so a very good reload speed here. Focused firepower, if you click E, it will do a fan, which it kind of just fires a bunch of shells, and if you hold it down, it does a huge blast, right? So now we have Termination Program. This is the Annihilation mode, and basically, as I talked about Annihilation, this actually gives you one extra copy of Precision Bombing, which is very solid, with a maximum of 3 recharges. Focused Firepower, when fully charged, it transforms into a laser beam, basically. So, it'll be a huge laser beam instead of just being a big hit, which will do more damage. And Annihilation mode, your count will be displayed in target. I already talked about this. And as you can see, look, if you have more than 60, the damage is equal to this much. If you have more than this, I think this might be less. But if there's more, you get this much, right? Yeah, it's less than 60, you get this much. So the more combo count you have, the more you have of this, which attacks. So as you can see, there's a pretty drastic difference. So you want to be doing a lot. Now, going over his dash. Metal Knight has the weirdest dash in the game. So look, you can hold down your dash and you can play like a little jetpack, right? Which is really cool. But as you can see, his dodge is pretty decent, but he doesn't really move that fast just by clicking it. He does have everything else here that's somewhat normal, except for his aerial state, which is his hovering. So, with all that being said, let's get right to his potential. Now you know about his abilities, now you know what the buffs can actually do. So, I have P1. During the Annihilation mode, when the combo count reaches 100, you'll get Orbital Strike reaches a maximum power. So it basically charges up easier. For each additional combo beyond 80, the damage of your orbital strike increases by 0.8% up to a maximum of 100%. So you could probably get like 200 and that'll do like 2 times the amount of damage. So this is basically just surrounded around orbital strike. Tier 2, you get resolute attack level limit +3, which is huge. And then 1% of negative crit rate adds up damage, which will actually add up to be quite a bit. I think that's, if you have like negative 100 crit rate, that's going to be like 10% more damage, which is going to be insane. Then you have Precision Bombing. You expands the area, a very solid P3 as well. And the range is also better. So you'll hit this attack more, and the range for optimal distance will be better, which is very good. Now for Resolute, you get Resolute again. So if you have a 4 Resolute, that's going to be a maximum of 8, which is an insane amount. Impassion level limit +2 as well. So it'll be really hard to build this character if you're building up his potentials, but it'll be worth it. Preload missiles for normal attacks get a 15% damage bonus, which is great. Annihilation mode, combo exceeds 100, each additional combo reduces the cooldown of termination program with a maximum of 30 seconds. So if you go to the skills here, termination program takes 30 seconds, so you can fully reset this ability and chain it if you have P6, which is great. Now his ultimate, his composure break is slow, and his ultimate is very, very sluggish. So it's very, very delayed, and I'll show you that. So let's get right into the free training now to show you the combos, and then we'll get onto his build. Actually, no, we're going to go for build first, arms, and then combos, okay? So arms, he does have a cleanse, which is alright. The passive buffs they're decent. But the thing is that he's kind of a weak arms. If he had an attack arms, he'd be insane. But of course, you kind of need his SSR arms as well. It is a cleanse, which does cleanse basically the best stuff here. It cleanses a lot of stuff here except burning. So it's pretty decent. It's good for Vaccine Man and Turtle Monster, Mosquito Girl as well. This one is in a damage arms. You should run this if you don't have a My Mask SSR arms. Second best damage arms for overpower. Its mind is completely maxed out. Firepower gets a 12% damage boost. Crit rate is below 80%. Additional 6% damage boost is granted as well. That's like 18% damage boost right there, which is great. And then of this is just mediocre stuff, right? As you can see, you can check the PL difference here. A huge PL difference. So let's get right into memories and wills. So for memories and wills, I am currently running Impassion Resolute, Resolute Defense, Impassion, and then, you know, Resolute Attack here, Resolute Attack. The substats are very, very bad on this guy. I would like to have damage, 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 and then damage, and then of course damage. So he is at 8.5k. I've hit him at 8.6, but I wanted to get his neg crit down as well as Resolute Rage so he can do more damage. And I have defense only on him for the reduced crit rate, right? So of course Acute Insight is the leftovers here. I'll scrap this the first moment I get. I could use this, but I don't need to because Impassion and Resolute Attack are very easy to fill up right now. But as you get into the later stages, you won't need to do any of these leftover stuff with your merits and affixes because all of it will be taken up because you're going to have to really stack on this guy because he has a lot of affix slots that are needed for him. So I put Resolute Rage on him as well, purple card, and I have Resolute Defense here just so I can get this up as well. So I want to just lower his crit. As you can see, it's 85% negative. And then I have some decent attack as well, comparable to that of Zombie Man's. Silverfang's way out there though. But if he's a negative crit character, that means he can usually get more damage. He can get a high damage stat, which is very good because that means if he crits, if he negative crits positively, that's going to be doing around 145% damage, and he has a very high, very high damage stat, then he's going to do a lot of damage because usually the crit rate characters have lower attack but higher crit rate. This guy has like a high crit rate because it's his boost and high damage, which is very good benefit. So he's great stats wise. So let's go right on to Metal Knight. Let's get into the free training. And let's go to no attack because he has no parries, no accurate dodge. He is very good on AI as well, just know that. And yeah, he's very, very strong. I think I should really turn up my sensitivity here. Actually, I'm just going to turn on manual camera. So basically, here's his M1, full charge. 39k damage, right? Here's just M1ing like this. Tell his mag is up. 9k damage. You can really tell the difference here, right? As you can see, each bullet does 3,000 damage. Not the best. But if you continue to like attack, again, that's a lot of damage there. Let's just say I only attack. Let's see if I can attack partially. I can. Okay. So there's his damage for you. Here's one bullet. It is literally 3,000 DPS. Now for the orbital strike. Okay, he kind of gets knocked out. That's the best I can do. 21k damage. And that's the thing. This guy gets knocked back pretty easily. So I'm going to try to stand behind him and then do it. 29k as well. 21k. It really matters about how many bullets it hits because literally he kind of gets knocked back, so you can't really tell. But if I do this, you know, he does damage, right? So the best way to use this move right here is, of course, timing it like that. And like, watch, I can attack and use this move at the exact same time. You can see that? And that gave me 50k damage. Very, very strong character. Right? But yeah, that's his Q, right? And you can also just tap it. So basically how it works is it goes like this in a bar and then goes away. So you have to basically time it with the boss. Right when the bar hits, then you want to aim it on the boss or wherever you want to aim, right? So basically if you're right beside the boss, then you just click it. You double click Q as fast as you can, right? But ideally you'd be farther away, so you have to time it like that with your Q. And it's a really easy button press. It doesn't really get in the way of your fingers, so it's fine. So let's go for our E. Here is point blank. That is a 91k DPS. Now we're gonna go far. Less bullets hit, that's 31k. Of course this is different because it takes a long time to wind up, right? Here is a laser from far. 103 as well. Now point blank. 98k, a little different. Now for, of course, his mode. Let's get that to charge real quick. Does take a while, but here's a look at his dodge. The very weird dodge, and when it goes to the end, it doesn't kind of end here. It just completely goes red. So, let's get right into his annihilation mode. Basically, it buffs all of his moves. As you can see, I have 2 stacks of orbital strike, and I'll try to like completely just, you know, annihilate this guy. Oh, I can also have a directional here. But the more bullets I hit, for every bullet I hit is a damage. So I'm just going to quickly be attacking him here. You can quickly look at his DPS, how much damage he's doing. Of course, this isn't really max DPS because the boss is kind of dodging my stuff. And then, as you can see, the mode is kind of like, the range is there. So I hit 180, which is way more than I need. So if I call in the orbital strike, it will deal a lot of damage, right? Now it's not 37k because I did attack over time as well. So they're calculating that, but it's pretty good. So let's go to Swift. We're going to basically test the dodge. This is how it works, look. So as you can see, if I'm standing still, I will take damage. You can dodge cancel, right? So as you can see, that's my basic dodge. You dodge really far actually, but if you dodge in a directional way, you dodge less far. So the ideal way to do it is let go of your W, A, S, and D keys and just dodge backwards to gain space. Like that. And then once you do, you're in optimal distance, which is great. As you can see, I'm in optimal distance, even point blank, which is very good for Metal Knight. Which is very convenient. And his distance will range very far, watch. Up to here, which is very far for a character. It's pretty good. I think that might be average, actually. So there's that. You can also dodge cancel. You can't dodge cancel the mode. You can't dodge cancel this move. But you can dodge cancel the E move. That's the only thing you can dodge cancel. As you can see here, watch. I'm dodge canceling. And I'm doing it like... As you can see, it's kind of weird. Shifting the POV, but yeah, that's how you do it. So there you have it. There's Metal Knight as a guide for just the attacks and combos. And I basically say just M1 with your Q and then E. You just want to basically be using your E and your M1s, right? And you can even use it point blank because, like I said, it does a lot of damage. So I'd prefer charging it up. Charging it up does more damage. And then using your Qs along with it because you can combo that with any move in your arsenal, which is amazing. So when you mode up, you will get more Qs so you can spam it. So I'm going to quickly do a Mosquito Girl commission, and then I'm going to quickly use Metal Knight here. Again, I will say this once more, he is great on AI. Tatsumaki, and then let's run a ranged character. No, we don't have a good ranged character. Alright, well, we're going to play a My Mask. A very overpowered theme team. So, let's get right into it. So right off the bat, I'm going to use my Q. It's the fastest move. And also the camera's weird. Here we go. I'm going to use this point blank. Actually, no, I should have just tapped it. Because I have a shotgun, right? Oh man, I'm getting pieced up. Like the stuns are insane. Yeah, it's really hard to maintain your distance when you're a main character. That's why Metal Knight is very good on AI. Because you can just stand back and shoot most of the time. But, yeah. Oh, here we go. He's composure broken, so I can really deal a good amount of damage to him. As you can see, the composure break is a little delayed. I'm gonna attack while I'm using my stuff. And we are getting some good amount of damage on him. Oh my god, 203 on the counter. Here we go, orbital strike. Bang! Oh my god, all the mosquitoes are nuked. Okay. So, I'll show you the ult. Probably not for the damage. But as you can see, look, watch, it's very delayed. See, it's just really delayed. But here you go, we're attacking. And the orbital strike attacks from above. And you can also target flying troops, look at that. I can get free hits on Mosquito Girl, that is amazing. Okay, we're gonna try moding up here and tanking the blow. You get super armor as well. But look, it flies from the sky, so you can hit flying enemies. With almost every attack, you can hit flying enemies, which is very, very solid. We're gonna summon an orbital strike right on the mosquitoes to get rid of them. Very, very convenient. And then we're just gonna keep attacking. Also, you can also probably run Monolith Dueler, which is basically the rain if you stand still. There we go. If you stand still, you basically do more damage. You can also control that laser blast with A and D. So, look at that. 45% of the damage. And look at my overpowered characters. Really not even close. Genos literally has 5,000 more PL. Not even there. Tatsumaki also pretty high up there. Not even close. And then on my mask, you know. And do note, I did not use my ult. Which is very, very good. I'm going to probably play Pluton now. Because I didn't use my ult. And all that damage was just coming from me, right? And that's a lot of damage you're going to be doing to the enemy. Which is going to be great. Like, I don't think you can expect that kind of damage from any other character in the game. Coming from ranged. But you do have to stand still, which can put you at a disadvantage. Though it is a slight problem. But it's not a big one if you can actually get centered. Because like team commissions, if you have someone tanking for you, you can end up actually just carrying the team in terms of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to interrupt that attack. Yeah, I kind of missed my orbital strike. Hit an orbital strike again. And look, the reload is insane. Insanely fast on an orbital strike, so it's a very good attack because you can spam it. That's what the devs did really well with that. Okay, we're gonna use our Meteor Blast. And it tracks, it doesn't miss. Oh, that's great. Do note that the orbital strike can go off the map. So, yeah, it can just completely like travel off the map if you leave it up for too long. Okay, I missed my attack there. Also, you should not M1 with this guy. Like spamming. Okay, he's gonna jump in the middle. Watch this. Yo, I want to use the dodge more. As you can see, I'm trying to use the dodge. A little weird. Hit him. Let's go into our mode. And let's spam a bunch of stuff. Let's go point blank on this guy. And also, you can reset the reload with your dodge button. It'll actually work. It's very, very good. You don't have to click your M1 all the time. We're going to composure break him, and we're going to laser him right in the gut. And use our orbital strikes at the same time. Nice, we got him. Okay, 1 minute 57. My mask did die, so we're not really going to count his damage very well. And you can see how Metal Knight's not even perfect. Yeah, as you can see, my attacks were interrupted here. So, you know, I got less damage. I also didn't get that final orbital strike, so it didn't give me enough damage. But I did get outpaced in damage by Tatsumaki there. And the reason being is because Pluton kind of pulls you in, right? And then that makes it so that you can't really do anything about it. Because you have to stand still when you're shooting. So yeah. Let's go one more. Let's go Carnage Kabuto. We really need to get a good damage in here. So good against Mosquito Girl. Great, because she's ranged. Not good against characters that just continually press you. So like here's gonna jump, clap. I gotta watch out for that. And he's gonna attack me now. Again, you gotta watch out for that. We're gonna mode up. Then we're gonna use our M1. The camera angle is also different on Metal Knight. Just do note that. He also has really good range even though it's out of range. Optimal distance. may not be the best. Here's some super armor for you. Again, yeah. Backing up like this really gives you a lot of space. So you don't want to be clicking WASD. You could literally let go of WASD. I might do that. I'm going to try that. Let me go for the bomb. Oh my god, one whole health bar. Here we go. You don't even have to click WASD at all, which is great. And you can see he's just keeping his space, so we can just continue to farm off of him. See, like, dodging back is so useful. Here we go, there's the point blank. We just keep dodging. We don't even have to click M1 or like WASD, sorry. We're gonna bomb him, and we're gonna just hail down a bucket load of bullets, dealing a good amount of damage. So let's see where our damage stats are at. Again, like I said, I'm barreling ahead right here. Just insane damage. And that's what you really have to do. You don't really have to move. In fact, it's better if you don't move on Metal Knight, because you can do the backwards dodge easier. But there you have it. 3 whole battles with Metal Knight. My thoughts about Metal Knight now. I think he's a very solid character. He's definitely one of the best. Probably top 5 at least, right? And he plays really well on AI, so I think he should fit on any team, right? So if you have Metal Knight, I think you should build on him. He's the GOAT. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Metal Knight. He's just flat out good. Good on any team. Solid character. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody, and have a great day.